Hello students, welcome to yet another episode of English Lessons with Rupna. Today we are going to discuss the prose poem Girl written by Jamaica Kincaid. So before going to the lesson, I'll give a short introduction because in the 5th Sem English textbook, English in Action for BA, BCom, BZC final year students, that's 5th Sem students, we have gender sensitization topics in Unit 2. In this section, the first prose poem is Girl, written by Jamaica Kincaid. The prose poem consists of a lot of advices that a mother gives to her daughter who must be in her adolescence. The girl listens to her mother. However, when the girl is bombarded with lots of advices, she tries to interrupt her mother at one or two instances. Girl, this lesson should be read understanding the scenario which makes the mother give such long set of advices to the girl. If we observe our society, we understand that there are certain invisible rules which are governing us all. The society, Indian society, can be called patriarchal in nature. That is, it is a society which is governed or controlled by majoritarily by men. That is a male dominated society. When we look at our own families, okay, and when somebody asks you the question who heads your family, or whose names will come to your mind, mostly it may be your father's name, or it can be your grandfather's name, your father's elder brother's name, or it can also be your mother's brother's name, your mama's name. In such a society, that is in a patriarchal society, um, we are forced to observe certain invisible rules, as I mentioned earlier. These rules decide the gender roles which are performed in our society. These gender roles are to be deconstructed. Gender roles in the sense man should go out and work, woman should manage all the household work, and even if she works, she has to finish all the household chores, and then she has to go outside to do her job. Okay, it is too much. So enough of all these things. We are going to a modern society. It is a time that we change all these things. Everyone should learn every work. This household chores like cooking, washing utensils, ironing clothes, mopping are all life skills that people of all gender need to learn and practice so that they can survive in a better way. But we know that it is not very easy to make a change in the society. Boys should learn household work. Girls need to study, get a job, and be independent before they get married. We know that biological differences between the sexes will be there, but then all the genders need to be treated equal. Everyone should be given equal opportunities. Then only our society will improve, will grow. You may understand whatever I am saying. You are young, and it is your duty to sensitize your parents and the elders in your family. They may be scared listening to the bad news that they come across in the television, in the newspapers regarding harassment, rape, murder of women around us. We cannot blame them. They may be very much worried about you. So, it is our duty to give them confidence, to assure them that we will stay safe. So, when you go back to the situation in your home, you may observe that in the mornings, the girls in the house may be getting up very early, doing all the household chores along with their mother, and then going to school or colleges to study. And your sisters may be getting a lot of advices when compared to you, your brothers. So your parents may be asking you to stand in a particular way, walk in a particular way, sit in a particular way, so that people will not have any bad opinion about you girls. What may be the reason that they may be giving you? You have to behave well, because after some years you will be going to another house, and people should not complain about your character. So you need to learn all the household chores so that it will be easy for you to manage the work over there in that new house. You should not bring name to your parents. So let us not continue with all these things. Let us try to bring a change in the small world of us, starting from our family. Okay, when we come to this lesson, it is again the repetition of those age old advices that the mother is giving to her daughter. She is also a victim of the patriarchal society, so she doesn't want to hear complaint from the society that her a girl is a bad woman. Okay, so let me reinforce, everyone should learn domestic work, everyone should behave properly, and we should be caring and compassionate to our fellow beings. We need to respect others as we respect ourselves, and we should be independent. We need to learn to stand on our feet. Okay, we need to understand that a girl is no less than a boy, all are equal. With these thoughts in mind, let us read the prose poem Girl. Let us see how difficult is life for the girl in the story. Let me read and explain. Wash the white clothes on Monday and put them on the stone heap. Wash the color clothes on Tuesday and put them on the clothes line to dry. Don't walk barehead in the hot sun. Cook pumpkin fritters in very hot sweet oil. Soak your little clothes right after you take them off. When buying cotton to make yourself a nice blouse, be sure that it doesn't have gum on it, because that way it won't hold up well after a wash. Soak salt fish overnight before you cook it. Is it true that you sing Benna in Sunday school? It's a popular kind of song which reputed women are not supposed to sing during that time. Okay, there's nothing like that, but then that was the kind of belief that the society has. That is what her mother is saying. Always eat your food in such a way that it won't turn someone else's stomach. On Sundays, try to walk like a lady and not like the slut you are so bent on becoming. The mother is so worried that the girl would become a bad woman. Don't sing Benna in Sunday school. You mustn't speak to wharf rat boys, not even to give directions. Don't eat fruits on the street. Flies will follow you. But I don't sing Benna on Sundays at all, and never in Sunday school. That is the reply that the girl tries to give to the mother. This is how to sew on a button. This is how to make a buttonhole for the button you have just sewed on. This is how to hem a dress when you see the hem coming out, and so to prevent yourself from looking like a slut. I know you are so bent on becoming. This keeps on repeating. This is how you iron your father's khaki shirt so that it doesn't have a crease. This is how you iron your father's khaki pants so that they don't have a crease. This is how you grow okra far from the house, because okra tree harbors red ants. When you're growing dashin, make sure it gets plenty of water, or else it makes your throat itch. When you're eating it, this is how you sweep a corner. This is how you sweep a whole house. This is how you sweep a yard. This is how you smile to someone you don't like too much. And this is how you smile to someone you don't like at all. See, the mother is even teaching the girl how to smile to certain kind of people and how to smile to another kind of people whom she likes a lot. This is how you smile to someone you like completely, and this is how you set a table for tea. This is how you set a table for dinner. This is how you set a table for dinner with an important guest. This is how you set a table for lunch. This is how you set a table for breakfast. This is how to behave in presence of men who don't know you very well. And this way, they won't recognize immediately the slut I have warned you against becoming. So, this woman has an inherent fear that her girl, her daughter, will be branded as a bad woman if she continue to follow her routine. I have warned you against becoming. Be sure to wash every day, even if it is with your own spit. Don't squat down to play marbles. You are not a boy, you know. So she is even restricting the girl from playing. Only boys are meant to go out and play at this age, but you are not supposed to go and play. You might have seen even in your neighborhood, even in your houses, when girl comes to a certain age, your parents restrict you from participating in programs, in sports competition and all. So this is not the case of a Caribbean woman. Everywhere in the world, we can see these kinds of restrictions for women. You might catch something. Don't throw stones at blackbirds because it might not be a blackbird at all. This is how to make a bread pudding. This is how to make dokona. This is how to make pepper pot. This is how to make a good medicine for a cold. This is how to make a good medicine to throw away a child before it even becomes a child. This is how to catch a fish. This is how to throw back a fish you don't like. And that way, something bad won't fall on you. This is how to bully a man. This is how a man bullies you. This is how to love a man. If it doesn't work, there are other things. If they don't work, don't feel too bad about giving up. This is how to spit up in the air if you feel like it. And this is how to move quick so that it doesn't fall on you. This is how to make ends meet. Always squeeze bread to make sure it is fresh. But what if the baker won't let me feel the bread? So, that is again another interference that the girl tries to make. She tries to ask a question here. Her questions are put in italics so that we can easily identify that it is the response of the girls. You mean to say, after all, you are really going to be the kind of a woman who the baker won't let near the bread. So, if she is a bad woman, obviously the baker will not allow her to come near the food that is kept there. So, that is the general kind of situation in the society in which this girl and the mother are living. Okay, so the whole prose poem is a single line. You just have two interferences here and there. One part of the sentence is joined to another part of the sentence with a semicolon. So the everything is like a list of advices that the mother gives to her girl to make her a perfect homemaker or a perfect woman expected to look after her house. So the writer is Jamaica Kid. She is a Caribbean American novelist. She is widely praised for her works of short fiction, novel, and essays. In most of her writings, we can find the tough relationship between mother and daughter in a patriarchal society. She also has dealt with themes of anti colonialism in her writings. I hope you had an interesting experience listening to this prose poem. Thank you.